In this video, we'll see how to graph equations that are written in standard form. So first thing, standard form looks like this when you have x and y being added or subtracted together on one side of the equal sign and a constant on the other side. And standard form is great for finding the x-intercept and the y-intercept. So let's start with that x-intercept. That's the point where the line crosses the x-axis. Well, the x-axis is right here. Where's the line going to cross along here? Well, it's going to cross at some point where the y-coordinate is 0. So, since I know the y-coordinate is going to be 0, I'm going to substitute a 0 in for my y so I can calculate the x. So to find my x-intercept, 9 is equal to x minus 3, and then I'm substituting 0 for y because I know my y-coordinate will be 0 at the x-intercept. My x-intercept then is going to be equal to 9. To find my y-intercept, similar idea, except now my x-coordinate is going to be 0. So 9, and now I'm going to replace x with 0. 9 equals 0 minus 3 times y. When I solve this equation, 9 equals negative 3y. Divide both sides by negative 3. I find out that my y-intercept is at negative 3. So what can I do with this information? I can plot my x-intercept here at 9, 0. My y-intercept here at 0, negative 3, pardon me. And now I can graph my line. So my line's going to look something like this. And I can also find the slope of this line. The slope of this line, to get from my y-intercept to my x-intercept, I go up 3 and I go to the right 9. That's positive up and right, and I'm going to reduce that to 1/3. So the slope is 1/3. Alright, here's one for you to try on your own. First find the x-intercept, and then the y-intercept, and then the slope, and then sketch the graph on your paper. So first, to find the x-intercept, I'm going to make my y-coordinate 0. So 4 times x minus 8 times 0 equals 16. Well, I get 4x equals 16. And x is equal to 4. To get my y-intercept, that's going to be 4 times 0. Now my x-coordinate is 0. Minus 8y equals 16. Negative 8y equals 16. Y has to be negative 2. Alright, so let's graph this one. My x-intercept is 4. My y-intercept is negative 2. I can find the slope. I'm going up 2, and I am going to the right 4. So my slope is up and right, and I'll always reduce my slope. I'll get 1/2. And now I want to make my line. It's going to look something like this. Okay, here's one more for you to practice. Find the intercepts, find the slope, sketch your graph. Alright, so first let's find the x-intercept. At the x-intercept, y is 0. So 2 times x plus 5 times 0 equals negative 20. 2x equals negative 20. X must be negative 10 when I divide both sides by 2 there. And then my y-intercept, 2 times 0 plus 5y equals negative 20. 2 times 0 is 0. 5y equals negative 20. Divide both sides by 5. We find that the y-intercept is negative 4. So let's plot these. X-intercept is over here at negative 10. The y-intercept is down here at -4. I can calculate my slope. I'm going up 4 and left 10. So 4 over -10. That's going to reduce down to -2/5. So I'd have another point right there. I could go down 2, and I can go right 5, down 2, right 5, and these would all be the points on my line. So my line should look something like this. Pretend that went through the point there. And that's how we graph in standard form.